You have probably heard it said, never trust a leader without a limp. And what people mean by that is you want a leader who's fallen and who's failed and who's had a go and has been tested in battle and has gone through some successes and some failures, and you can get behind that kind of person. Never trust a leader without a limp. I would want to add to that, but never follow one with an open wound. By which I mean, if those wounds have not been exposed, if they have not been dealt with, they've had no chance to heal, that kind of leader will bleed over people, will impact upon people, will react to people, will create a toxic environment around them. The very strategies we employ to protect our wounds are the strategies that prevent their healing. How do you know whether you have a wound that is not scarred up, that will continue to bleed over people and prevent your growth and their growth? There are 1,000 conversations we could have about that, and certainly worth investigation. Let me give you 3 thoughts. Where do you find yourself overreacting to different people, to different situations where you're triggered with anger or defense or upset or offense, which is measurably beyond what was initially brought to you? You might want to ask why. Why do I do that? Where did that come from? When did I first experience it? Is that something that needs addressing? Where are you projecting upon someone else a problem or a concept or an idea or a behavior that you carry yourself? Where do you see coming towards you in someone else something that you hate in them, but you suspect might actually be true of you and you don't want to admit it? For example, I absolutely detest being sold to. I find it really hard if I think someone's manipulating me to buy something, a concept or a material good. I find that really difficult. And I think it's because I suspect in my worst moments that all I really am is just peddling ideas and concepts to people and manipulating them to buy them. It's not true, but it's what the voice whispers to me. I will never be clear of that or free of that until I bring it to the surface and ask, what is that? And what games do you play that defend you, that keep you comfortable, that keep you protected, but actually prevent you becoming the person that you might become? What is that game called? The game where you get a prize, but there's also a price. You achieve something, but at the same time, it prevents you growing in that area of your life and becoming the leader you might be. These are the areas that you might want to investigate as far as your wounds are concerned, because you want to be trusted, right? And you will have limps, but you also want to be followed. And if you're followed, you've got to get your wounds dealt with. Do your work. Get your healing. Never follow a leader without a limp, but never follow one with an open wound.